strong winds in the west today, but a brighter outlook tomorrow. All the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain. Climate change. Research from Science Journal has now found that if we don't bring down our global temperatures, my children would be the ones that would be most affected with the Our unsettled week of weather is continuing. Low pressure firmly in charge. It sits to the northwest and it brings with it weather front after weather front from the Atlantic, feeding in cloud, wind, rain, and also some much cooler conditions through the next few days. Average temperature-wise, we can see it's around about 17 degrees, but we are way down on where we should be as we head through the rest of the week. Looking at our percentage chance of rainfall, it's easy to see weather symbols nearly every day are looking wet. Today, we have our heavy rain moving through, but Wednesday, your driest day of the week before Thursday, Friday, all through the weekend into next week, our heavy rain and showers look set to continue with warnings likely to be issued as well. Fortunes further south then for England and Wales for the next 7 days away from the north of England. Again, temperatures remain below average. It's cool by day and by night. But again, it's the percentage chance of rainfall that really is the thing here. High as we head through today, heavy band of rain moves in from the west. Again, Wednesday is your driest day, but then successions of weather fronts just queue up for the rest of the week, bringing heavy rain, particularly through western areas. Warnings likely to be issued, but not just wet, also windy. Good morning to you. The weather is looking really unsettled as we... I knew you were going to do that. They're just... I'm not even moving. The sound effects are because I'm wearing a pair of sustainable pleather trousers. Even have my breakfast yet. In these trousers, I can't eat a thing, and there's a whole cupboard of sweets waiting for me, and I can't eat any of them. And yes, and earlier you'll see the Erin, the director, thought it was hilarious that when you sit down, the trousers wrinkle up. So then I asked floor manager Vicky if she wouldn't mind pulling my trousers down. Not like that. So yes, so the trousers are all intact. So just we get over it. We're going to move on with the weather. Weather-wise, it's looking unsettled. Low pressure is in charge, and it feels autumnal. We had this big change to the weather yesterday. It's set to spread across the country today. A brief window of dry weather tomorrow, but successions of the weather fronts queuing up, and they'll move in basically every day for the rest of the week with warm. Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. It is another day of wet and windy weather sweeping across the UK. Low pressure close by. Autumn is here and it stays all week long. Today we have a band of rain moving through. Actually a bit of a respite tomorrow as drier weather moves in. But then from Thursday onwards, right into the weekend, low pressures bring yet more wet and windy conditions and more. Good morning to you. Earlier on the office, we were looking at the incredible images of the volcano. Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. The weather dominated by wet and windy conditions as we head through the next few days, thanks to low pressure anchored to the north of the UK, weather fronts queuing up from the Atlantic, moving through every day this week, apart from tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow doesn't look too bad. But this is how things are looking for today. Cloudy and wet, also windy. But in between, there will be some sunshine, so pretty much every type of weather going today. This is how it looks first thing this morning. Wet skies through Wales and southwest England. Heavy rain here marches its way through northern England. The Midlands stays in southwest England as we head through the day. But Northern Ireland, Scotland and eastern areas of England is a story of sunny spells and scattered showers. But the winds picking up as well, touching gale force through some southern and western coasts. And winds today mean those temperatures, 14 to 18 degrees, will feel cooler than that. Now, as we head through this evening and overnight, this whole band of rain moves its way eastwards and a weak bridge of high pressure moves in. And what that means is the sky is clear, it turns largely dry. And actually, although it will be wet overnight tonight, by tomorrow morning, it is looking fine and dry. So Wednesday, a good looking day, the driest day of the week. And then as we head through to Thursday and Friday, we're back to business as usual. Those weather fronts queuing up, bringing more wet and windy weather, not just through the week, into the weekend too.
Before we do that, can I just